Many people have different stories around how many bags or what it will cost to raise 150 beds. I've seen people mention different types of how many bags you will use. Some people say you will need 30 something bags. Some people say you will need 26 bags. Some people say you need 25 bags. Some people say you will need 18 bags. Some people say you need 17 bags. So different, ideas and different comments I've seen people saying, when it comes to raising 150 beds. And now, what I'm going to tell you in this video is my personal experience, because first thing you need to understand in poultry farming is that everybody has different experience. What works for A might not necessarily work for B, and that's the truth about poultry farming. And if you're going to go into poultry farming with someone else's own calculation or the way they manage their farm, you might get it wrong, because probably the person is getting something wrong. Probably the person is wasting something, and now they're using their own wastage and their own inexperience to come and tell you that is what it is. So it works differently for everybody. That's what you have to have in mind. One. Number two is that there are so many things you cannot learn from other people. You have to learn it firsthand. So what does that mean? It means that if you want to go into poultry farming, you just have to start. And when you start, you begin to learn things as an experience. You don't need anybody to tell you things anymore. I've done this business for now 1 year. For straight 1 year, I can tell you the experience I've had. I started with 50 beds. In the backyard, and today I have a farm that can take up to 400-500 beds, but I'm doing 150 at the moment, and that is why I'm making this video. So from my own stand, from my own angle, I can tell you that what I used and what I'm using right now, you can see my beds, they are like 4 weeks old, and we still have about 2 weeks to go. And in these 4 weeks, what we have consumed is approximately 9 bags of feed for 4 weeks. And I can tell you, in the next 2 weeks, probably, I know for sure that we're going to be consuming an extra 9 bags. That's the maximum we can do. An extra 9 bags, which makes it 18 bags. So 18 bags is in my own angle, and I'm going to get what I want, which is at least 2 kg and above for 6 weeks, and which is marketable price. That's what matters to me. Some people want to let their own be the best. They want to show that they have they know the best and everything. In this business, what you have to also understand is cutting costs. Trying by all means to cut cost of production, so that you don't just come and when you want to sell your beds, it becomes an issue when people are pricing, because these days market price is very low because of the weather and the season that we are in. So when you are going to spend all those money, you're going to spend 30 bags, 32 bags, 28 bags, and do all those things. If the chicken, they will eat it. That is guaranteed. They're going to eat those feed. If you waste your feed, put everything there. That is broilers. They're going to eat it. But you have to learn how to feed your birds. You have to learn how to manage your feed. You have to learn how to make sure that there are other things that apply to your farm that will help them to grow and become healthier, which is what is more important than how many bags you are spending. So if you go and spend 30 something bags, add that into your cost of production, add that into other things that is involved, medications, vitamins, labor, brooding, the beds itself, and every other thing that is involved in the production. You see that probably when you are done with your production and you are getting maybe cost of production of one bed maybe going to 8,000 to 9,000, you will see that if you are spending 8,000 to 9,000 to raise a broiler for 6 weeks, don't expect people to come and buy a 6 weeks broiler for 15,000 or for 13,000, because you need profit, or for 12,000. It's rare. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to consider the what is acceptable and what your pocket can carry. So to me, I can tell you that 18 bags of feed. 18 bags of feed will comfortably run 150 beds. 18 bags of feed. Okay, 18 bags of feed, if you manage it properly, you know, they're not going to lack. They're not going to lack. You just have to maintain some certain routines, which I will also talk about in another video, how to feed your birds, especially when they have entered their 5th week, because that's when it's critical. Because if you don't manage them well in their 5th week, they're going to run you down, or they're going to run you into expenses that maybe will go into your profit, run into your profit. So I'm going to make another video to tell you about that. But let me tell you, when you are running 150 beds, try and budget about 18 bags. 18 bags. If you do it well, do it the right way, you will come out of it successfully. Some people tell me it's a lie. Some people say, I did 25 bags. I did 24 bags. You can do 50 bags. As far as I'm concerned, that's not my business. But everybody has a different experience, and everybody has a different angle where they are coming from, the experience they have, how they treat their birds, how they train their birds. So it's important you learn as you go, but don't learn from the bad side. Don't learn from wastage. Don't put your hope in people that are trying to. Sometimes I see people's comment, I feel like some of them are trying to discourage people from going into farming, because if you tell somebody you exaggerate things and make people scared, and some people are looking at, I don't have this kind of money. You know, I always advise people, start when there is a will. There will definitely be a way. Start with what you can. If it is 50 beds, you can use 8 bags to run the 50 beds. You know, you can use, and the higher it goes, the lower the cost. That's what I know. You're not going to compare someone who's already 50 beds with someone who's already 150. The higher it goes, the lower the cost. That's what it is for production. Understand? So tell me what you think about it, and tell me your experience. If you are new, comment, follow this page, follow my channel, and I believe you're going to gain a lot of experience and things as I make progress in my journey. And I will see you in the next video. Remain blessed, and bye.